棒のトマト、棒のトマト、棒のトマト、赤揚げと緑下げとトマトマトマト。
Hello Romania, my name is Edith, I'm from Mexico, and I have two channels on YouTube about the flat Earth. The Earth is flat, remains static, and is covered by the celestial vault. The creation is based on a design and fine adjustments of exact laws for the benefit of our existence. The sun, moon, and stars move and work for our benefit, while the Earth remains immobile. If the Earth was rotating at a speed of 1,000 miles per hour and orbits around the Sun at a speed of 67,000 miles per hour, this is how the images would look like. But it is not true because the Earth is flat and doesn't move. If the dome didn't exist, we would never hear the sound of airplanes and helicopters. However, we do hear it because the dome works like a soundbox. The horizon always appears perfectly flat 360 degrees around the observer regardless of altitude. Only the NASA and other space government agencies show the fake curvature in their CGI. The moonlight is completely independent to the sunlight. When we look at the moon with a telescope, we can realize that it is crystallized. It's like it has water that freezes due to its temperature, which is entirely opposite to the temperature of the sun. It has been proven by various experiments that any object exposed directly to the moonlight gets completely cold. Sunlight and moonlight clearly have different properties. The sun's light is yellow, warm, drying, preservative, and antiseptic, while the moon's light is white, cold, damp, and septic. Both being opposite form a divine balance. We have been told that the Earth is 4.54 billion years old, but the reality is that the Earth is only less than 6,000 years old. They deceive us with year zero, so that before year zero we cannot know the real age of the Earth. According to the Jews, the Earth has 5,779 years old. In the painting The Garden of Earthly Delights, we can see the upper skies, along with the bottom of the dome, as a sphere that envelops the flat Earth. In the book Astronomy in the Old Testament, we see that the Hebrews considered the upper and lower heavens as a spheroid. We know that there is water above the dome. All ancient civilizations knew that the Earth is flat. I want to show you how the sky and the Earth was represented by many ancient cosmologies. They all show us a flat Earth with four corners with the dome along with the bottom in the shape of a circle. On the dollar bill, we can clearly see a pyramid in the center with a flat base of four corners and a circle surrounding it, exactly as shown in many ancient cosmologies. All the pyramids were built with each side towards a cardinal point. Many ancient cultures had advanced knowledge in astronomy and showed the flat Earth with four corners. All these ancient cosmologies have a pyramid in the center with a square base. So first we have the Mayan cosmology with the flat Earth and four corners. Then we see the Navajo, very similar. Sumerian cosmology also contains a pyramid. We see that Babylonian and pre-Babylonian cosmology shows us this. Then we have the Egyptian model that presents four corners and the sky with the bottom as a circle. We have Indonesian temples that are built with bases with four corners and circular tops. Then we have Chinese cosmology, showing a flat Earth with four corners and a circle outside. Hindu cosmology, very similar as can be seen in the colored chakras, there are four corners within a circle. This is similar to Tibetan cosmology, in addition to Mongolian cosmology and Nepal cosmology. Another interesting model is from Nordic cosmology. You can see in the second image that it could be represented as having four corners. This representation is very similar to this model of the throne, with a firmament at the top that shows two inverted pyramids. In the Bible, we also see the Ezekiel temple described with four corners. We also have the Hebrew cosmology that is usually represented as follows. The ancient Greek cosmology also features the spherical lower sky as well as a sky vault resting on pillars on a flat earth. In conclusion, ancient civilizations have megaliths aligned with cardinal directions and constellations, demonstrating their deep understanding of the cosmos. As evidence of the scriptures and the megaliths that still stand, all ancient civilizations agree that the earth is flat and that the skies, along with the bottom, are circular. Which gives even more credibility to this is the fact that many megalithic structures are perfectly aligned with the movement of the luminaries. Clearly an agreement that all these civilizations show is that the earth is flat with circular skies. It goes without saying that the ancients were clearly much smarter than we believe they were. Without the correct cosmology, it is impossible to really understand what is happening in the world and your true purpose on this earth. That's why it is so important to know the true cosmology, because it opens a catalog of the truth about how this magnificent kingdom works and how human oppression can end. The cosmological models of all ancient civilizations point to a flat earth, which, as presented in this video, is consistent with the cosmology described in the Bible and in the Book of Enoch. The Book of Enoch shows us in great detail the mysteries of heaven, earth, and luminaries. It is much easier to control people who believe that they are mere cosmic accidents that exist simply because of chemical evolution, and that when they die, they simply disappear. Heliocentric theory was made to lead people to the sun worship, so that people seek to worship creation instead of the Creator. In the book of Genesis says that God created the earth on the first day, and until the fourth day, He created the sun, the moon, and the stars. In this simple way, we see how the earth is unique, and it has a leading role in God's creation. The scriptures affirm from the beginning of time that the earth is flat and doesn't move. We live on a flat earth. All buildings, both people, trees, and anything, regardless of the distance or height of the observer, will continue to be seen through a camera or telescope because the earth is flat. If the dome, along with the flat earth, form a half sphere, then the waters below will remain without a limit, and it is obvious that there is a limit for the oceans, otherwise the entire exterior would be flooded. It makes sense that the bottom is a half sphere, just like the dome. The exterior that surrounds the flat earth is like a sphere. The book of Genesis mentions the sources of the Great Deep, which also indicates that there's a limit below the oceans. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was over the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light.
Oh. Hey, come in! C'est la tomato!